Boston, May 11th, 1982, 9 p.m. Brian Halloran sits in a parked car on Northern Avenue when a man in a ski mask opens fire. Halloran takes 6 bullets, so does Michael Donahue, an innocent man who only stops to offer him a ride home. Both die on the pavement. 12 hours earlier, Halloran walks into the FBI's Boston field office. He offers them everything: names, crimes, murders, all of it pointing directly at Whitey Bulger. The FBI agent who receives that information never files a report. He picks up the phone and calls Bulger instead. That agent's name is John Connolly. He grows up in South Boston, Southie, 3 blocks from the Bulger family. As a child, Whitey Bulger is already a legend on those streets. Feared, respected, untouchable. In Southie, the Bulger name means power. Connolly carries that reverence with him into federal service. In 1968, Connolly joins the FBI. He earns postings in New York and San Francisco before returning to Boston in 1973. 2 years later, he recruits Bulger as an official FBI informant, a strategic move designed to dismantle the Italian patriarcha crime family, which controls organized crime across New England. Washington praises the plan. The patriarcha family collapses under federal pressure. Connolly earns promotion after promotion. Nobody at headquarters asks one simple question: what is Bulger getting in return? Connolly's direct supervisor, John Morris, is also on Bulger's payroll, accepting $7,000 in cash bribes and later testifying against Connolly in exchange for full immunity. What Bulger gets is everything. Every FBI target, every informant's name, every wire location. Stephen Flemmi, Bulger's closest partner and a fellow FBI informant, later testifies under oath that Connolly delivers sealed federal documents inside plain envelopes at regular meetings. Over 22 years, Connolly accepts at least $235,000 in cash from Bulger's organization. A diamond ring, cases of wine. He is not an agent who slips gradually into corruption. From the beginning, he is Bulger's man inside federal law enforcement. The body count begins to climb. In 1981, Bulger moves to take control of a highlight operation in Florida. The owner, Roger Wheeler, refuses to cooperate. On May 27, 1981, Wheeler is shot once in the head in a Tulsa, Oklahoma parking lot. He is 55 years old. The investigation moves toward a company executive named John Callahan, who has direct financial ties to Bulger. Callahan is now a liability. An ordinary man named Michael Donahue has nothing to do with any of this. He is a freight handler, a father of 3 boys. On the night of May 11, 1982, he is driving home when he spots Brian Halloran and offers him a ride. That single decision costs him his life. When Bulger's crew opens fire on the car, Donahue takes bullets meant for someone else. His family is told nothing for over a decade. Back at the FBI office, Connolly continues filing positive reports on Bulger, describing him as a cooperative and productive federal asset. Meanwhile, Connolly tips Bulger that federal investigators are zeroing in on Callahan. Bulger and Flemmi act. In July 1982, John Callahan's body is found stuffed in the trunk of his own Cadillac at Miami International Airport, shot once in the head. Connolly's tip produces that murder. Through the rest of the 1980s, Connolly keeps feeding intelligence. He alerts Bulger when his South Boston garage falls under FBI surveillance. Bulger moves. He warns Bulger when informants turn dangerous. Those informants disappear. By the time Connolly retires, the Winter Hill gang under Bulger has committed at least 19 murders, with a federal shield protecting it the entire time. Connolly retires from the FBI in 1990. Colleagues throw him a farewell party. He receives written commendations. He accepts a job at Boston Edison and builds a comfortable life. Then the walls begin to close. Flemmi is arrested in January 1995. Facing murder charges, he begins to cooperate. Bulger receives a warning through a separate corrupt source and disappears. He goes on the run with his girlfriend and $800,000 in cash. Connolly is indicted in December 1999. Federal prosecutors charge him with racketeering and leaking information that leads directly to murder. He stands trial in May 2002. Flemmi testifies against him. So does Kevin Weeks, Bulger's most trusted street enforcer, who cooperates in exchange for a reduced sentence. The verdict? Guilty. Racketeering. Obstruction of justice. 10 years in federal prison. Florida isn't finished. Florida charges Connolly separately for the 1982 murder of John Callahan, arguing that his tip sets the killing in motion. In 2008, a Miami jury convicts him of second-degree murder. The sentence, 40 additional years. John Connolly, retired FBI agent, decorated public servant, will now die in prison. Whitey Bulger is captured on June 22, 2011, after 16 years as a fugitive. Agents find him in a rent-controlled apartment in Santa Monica, California, hiding in plain sight. He is 81 years old. Inside the apartment walls, $822,000 in cash and 30 firearms. His 2013 trial lasts 2 months. A jury convicts him of participating in 11 murders. He receives 2 consecutive life sentences. He never cooperates. He names no one. On October 30th, 2018, guards at USP Hazleton in West Virginia find his body. He is 89, beaten to death. His eyes are gouged, his tongue nearly severed. The mob's message to informants delivered inside a federal prison. A suspect is later identified. No one is ever charged. Patricia Donahue, Michael's wife, spends years being told her husband was simply in the wrong place. She learns the truth only when sealed court records are opened. In 2007, a federal judge rules that the FBI's deliberate protection of Bulger makes the government liable for her husband's death. The Donahue family receives $6.4 million. The total judgment against the United States government, $101.7 million. John Connolly maintains to this day that he was doing his job, that protecting informants is how the FBI dismantles organized crime, that the takedown of the Patriarca family justified his methods. But here is what no one can fully answer. If one FBI agent inside one field office operates as a full crime partner for 22 years, through promotions, transfers, and routine inspections, without anyone inside the Bureau ever detecting it, how many more were there?